impact on the market before we start trading for D-Street. But first up, let's take stock of how the Wall Street shut shop on Friday. Well, it was a sea of red coming in. Now remember, President Donald Trump ordered on Friday some strikes on the Iran military assets located in the Khar Island. Now, while the attack didn't really impact the oil infrastructure, Trump said that the U.S. would consider hitting those structures if Iran continues to block the Strait of Hormuz. Now remember, we do see that impact coming in. Now Brent crude shot up post the $100 per barrel mark, and on the back of that is having a ripple effect on the global markets. In fact, in the U.S., S&P 500, that shut shop at the lowest point in this year. In fact, it was the third straight week of losses for S&P 500. That traded down 1.6% down. For the week, we had Dow Jones that fell 2% for the week, and we also had Nasdaq that was trading with cuts. On Friday, it was down almost 200 points, almost a percent downtick coming in on Friday as far as Nasdaq is also concerned. Now remember, we do have this tension that's going on, and on the back of that, we do have oil prices that are seeing a sharp surge, and on the back of that, that's having an impact on the markets as well. So Shrishti, tell us, where is the crude at and how is that faring right now?
Good morning, Ankita, and good morning to all of our viewers. Yes, the crude is one of the biggest talking points yet again for the markets, because just on Friday we have seen that yes, of course, the crude oil prices were actually higher above that $100 per barrel mark, and over the weekend the biggest news was the US attack on Khar Island. But to the surprise, as of now, there has been no significant jump up with respect to the crude oil prices. Brent crude is hovering around that $102 per barrel mark, and even WTI crude is actually down 0.5% as we speak right now. It is below that $100 per barrel mark, but yes, that is one of the biggest talking points yet again, because what happens to the Strait of Hormuz. And over the weekend, we have also seen very interesting comments coming in from Iran's spokesperson, where he says that the Strait of Hormuz is open but not for the enemies right now. And good news for India, because we have seen so many news flow around that how the ships are being allowed to go and pass through the Strait of Hormuz, and maybe a reason, Ankita, that GIFT Nifty is also indicating a positive start for us.
Absolutely, Shrishti. After the carnage that we saw last week, at least there's some bit of a breather coming in on this week, especially the implied starter Nifty that's seeing an uptick of 100-odd points. But let's talk about US and Iran, as the war has entered its 16th day, and the US ambassador to United Nations, Mike Waltz, has said that Trump is weighing strikes on oil infrastructure